Did you ever feel bad strip searching them, being that they feel humiliated? That's so embarrassing as hell. I could never. No, I really never felt bad. Since I'm honest with you guys, I'll tell you what I did feel when I was strip searching like trans guys that had partial surgeries, like their top was done but not their bottom. That's kind of different, right? I mean, that's you can see if you're you can see how that would be weird, right? Not that I give a damn if what anybody does with their life. I don't mind at all. Like, that's their prerogative. But me, I also, like, never had done it before. And it was weird for me. And, when I had to, sometimes when I would have to pat down real feminine guys or real Nelly guys, and not because I give a damn about that either, because, I got so many to do. Like, I don't have time to feel anything. But when you would pat down those guys, what they would do sometimes is like start wiggling or like, hee boss, like getting giggly and shit. You know what I mean? And just like, hoo boss, you know what I mean? Like doing shit like that. You know what I mean? But it's like, just because they were just kind of being funny. You know what I'm saying? They're just being funny acting. You know what I'm saying? So that was kind of weird. As far as it goes on their part about the humiliation, that's definitely a question you got to ask them, how long it takes for them to get used to getting stripped out. You know what I'm saying? I was so busy and had so many to do, like I didn't have time to feel anything other than just, run your fingers through your hair, behind your ears, open up your mouth, lift up your tongue, lift up your testicles, turn around, spread your cheeks, bottom of your feet, slap their boots together, see if anything falls out, and like send them on. You know what I'm saying? And so I didn't feel anything. That's actually a pretty good question. And you say you could never, but I do want to say this. I would never say I would never or could never, because you don't know what you would do until you're put in that situation. I could never get naked in front of somebody and, spread my cheeks or something like, well, you could. If you were put in that position where you had to, you would. I mean, if you wanted to go eat chow and that's what you had to do, like, then you're going to do it. I mean, that's just the reality of the situation. You say, oh, I could never like strip somebody out. Well, you could. If your paycheck depended on it and your wife and your kids or your husband and your kids needed to eat, well, then you absolutely could. You know what I mean? There wouldn't be a problem about it at all, right? I mean, you would learn to adapt and overcome. And that's what humans are good at doing, adapting and overcome. I stripped out a guy one time. He said this exactly. He said, I've been doing this so long, I can't even be mad at you no more. That's exactly what he said to me. He was off of 8 building. And then I had another guy, and then SAG, I strip out guys, and they want to be funny, like in the day room in front of all their buddies, and it'll be like, oh, you look too long, boss. You look too long. That makes you a Peter gazer. You're a Peter gazer. That wasn't you wasn't searching me. Now you was Peter gazing. And then they start doing jumping jacks in front of you or something like that just to be funny. You know what I mean? Like, so definitely there are times for humor during a strip search that where I'll be being a professional and they'll be, just showing their ass because they can. But, yeah, good question. I'll holler at y'all.